Some zoos have animals. Our zoo only has tails. Time for another tale from the zoo.
Hey, welcome to Tales for the Zoo again. It is me, Matt Mc Coy, hanging out with you here, reading some tales. You can normally hear me from 11 to 1 on 96.5 The Crab, one of our other locally owned and programmed radio stations. And then sometimes I fill in for people on 92 Zoo. So that's how I get to be a part of the zoo crew. So I'm really excited. And I'm really excited for this story today because this is one of my son's favorite stories. It's called Pete the Cat, His 4 Groovy Buttons. So here we go. Sit back, enjoy. A little shout out to Catherine, who's actually running the camera. She works up front. She's going to read some stories too. You will see her. So I'll show you this one. It's Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Look at him. He is looking groovy. All right. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. So if you want to see, there's his 4 groovy buttons there. Hopefully you can see it. It didn't chroma key out because it's green. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Sounds like it's kind of like a little bit of a rap that he's got going on there, and then he's got his buttons. He's looking good. I like how they're all different color too. Then suddenly, pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? So let's take a look. He sat down on the chair and pop! The button popped off. So he had 4, right? And one of them popped off. So how many would he have left? Oh, some of you knew what it was. You're right. It's 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. See that? Oops. There you go. It's 3. Now he's got 3 buttons. Three groovy buttons. Did Pete cry? Oh, goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My 3 groovy buttons. See, he's got the 3 groovy buttons now, and there's a little song. So, now, I mean, you could sing it. Now, if you want to sing the song, you can sing it along with me if you want, but you don't have to sing it the way you can sing it however you want to sing it. You can sing it loud, you can sing it soft. Don't sing it too loud, though. I don't want you to get in trouble. So outside, Pete the Cat went and pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. Now how many buttons does he have left? Let's see, he had 3, and then one of them popped off. There he is outside on a skateboard, and the button popped off. So there we go. So he had 3, and he lost 1. How many does he have left? Ooh, some of you got it right away. You're right. 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Look, there it is right there. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept on singing his song. Are you ready? My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. So there he is now. He's just got 2 now. He's got 2 buttons holding his jacket. I think it's a jacket, or I'm not quite sure because Pete doesn't have any arms in this, so it could be a robe. Not sure. Then Pete heard the ice cream truck and stepped outside to get some ice cream, and pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. Now how many buttons does he have left? See, here comes the ice cream man. And there, he got the ice cream, but he lost the button. The ice cream man in my neighborhood, I swear, I hear him coming, and he sees me running to get the ice cream, but I always thought he went like an extra block. When he saw me coming, he would be like, oh, there's Matt. I'm going to drive him around the corner here, the cul-de-sac. I got my rocket pop, though. I'll tell you that right now. 2 buttons minus 1 leaves One. One button. That's all Pete has left. But did Pete cry? Oh, goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. And he kept singing his song. Are we ready? Here we go. My button, my button, my one groovy button. My button, my button, my one groovy button. See, there he is. He's got the one button. That's all he's got left. That's it. I'm getting nervous for Pete, though, because he's down to one button. Pete decided to go to the beach. On his way, pop! Oh, no! The last button popped off and rolled away. Now how many does he have left? He had one, and it popped off. So how many are left? Aha! Look. See, there he is. He's on top. That's a Volkswagen Beetle. If you play Slug Bug, and you're there with, like, you know, a friend or someone, you can give him like a little tap. Don't hit him too hard. We play Slug Bug all the time. So he had one button, and it came off. So how many does he have left? 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. All right? But did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Then Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. And what do you think he saw? See, he looked down. All the buttons are gone. This is part of the story. I kind of feel bad for Pete because he loved his groovy buttons. Oh, but he's got one left. His belly button. We all got a belly button. So he kept on singing his song. See, here he is. He's at the beach. Right? There he is. And his song is, oh boy. My button, I still have my belly button. My button, I still have my belly button. And Pete said, it's all good. See, there's Pete. He's out on the surfboard, right? I mean, he doesn't need the buttons while he's out on the surfboard anyway. It must be a raincoat just so he doesn't get wet. That's what I'm thinking. I guess it simply goes to show you that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Oh, goodness, no. We just keep singing. And look, there's Pete. And all the buttons are kind of zooming by him there. Right? He's got his jacket on still. Buttons come and buttons go. There they are. All the buttons. The end. There you go. Look, and now look, there's all, Pete must have some problems with his button. Look how many buttons he has lost. We got to get some thread or maybe some super glue and keep Pete from losing all of his buttons. But then again, if he's going to go surfing, maybe he doesn't need all of his buttons. Like he said, buttons come and buttons go. It's actually kind of a good thing for life, too. Sometimes it'd be a good day. Sometimes it'd be a bad day. You don't cry about it because you know what? There's going to be another day, and you never know. In Pete's particular case, it kind of helped him out. So you've always got to look at the positive stuff, and that's what Pete did, too. Pete and His 4 Groovy Buttons by Eric Litwin. That is the name of the book. I hope you've enjoyed Tales from the Zoo. We'll have more Zoo Crew reading more tales for you coming up here very soon. And of course, we'll post it to the Zoo YouTube page, and then we'll let you know when we're going to post it on our social media pages as well. Hope you've enjoyed it. Till next time, enjoyed reading to you here with Tales from the Zoo.